So, have you ever walked into a room in your home and thought, when was the last time I even came in here? You're not alone. In fact, studies show that the average homeowner only uses 40% of their home total square footage on a daily basis. This means that over half of the space you're paying for in your mortgage or taxes, utilities, upkeep just might be sitting there collecting dust. And here's the kicker. The bigger the home, the bigger the list of chores, repairs, expenses, even if you're not using that space. So, how do you know when it's time? Trade in that extra square footage for something that fits your life now. Let's get into it. By the way, my name is Clay Gjevre and I'm a top realtor here in San Francisco, and I help homeowners sell strategically, move with confidence, and get the most out of their next chapter. Whether that means you're buying, selling, or both at the same time, if you're thinking about downsizing or you just want to explore your options without pressure, my info's in the description. Reach out and let's start this conversation. Over these years selling real estate, I've helped a lot of people sell their homes, from large Victorians that had been in the family for decades to modern condos that didn't suit their lifestyle anymore. But one of the most common and most emotional is downsizing. Sometimes it's a choice driven by finances, sometimes by lifestyle, and sometimes by health or mobility. The tricky part, most people don't realize it until they've been living with the signs for years. And waiting too long can mean missed opportunities, whether that's selling in a strong market or just freeing up some equity to go out there and have some fun, or giving yourself more freedom and less stress. So today I'm going to share the 5 clearest signs that it might be time to downsize, and how recognizing them earlier can make your life easier, happier, and more financially secure. Let's start with space. This one's easy to spot. You've got rooms sitting empty for months, guest bedrooms become storage. You've downsized your lifestyle, but not your square footage. I once had a client, they had a 3-story home here in San Francisco. The top floor hadn't been touched in over a year, except for a bunch of boxes. They were essentially paying San Francisco property taxes for a giant, dusty storage unit. When we sold that home and found a beautiful condo, not only did their expenses drop, they actually said they felt more at home, and it was a fresh start. So it's not just about living smaller, it's about living smarter and having a space that you can enjoy every day. And here's another one. The work your home requires is starting to outweigh the joy it brings. In San Francisco, we've got all these old houses, right? Small problems turn into expensive repairs fast. If you find yourself constantly choosing between spending the weekend on house projects or finally getting some downtime that you've been craving and deserve, a smaller property could be a game changer. Imagine freeing up hours or days every month just by having less to maintain. Okay, this is kind of a personal sign for people, but your home should fit your life as it is now, not how it was 10 years ago. Maybe the kids have moved out and you no longer need a backyard the size of a small park. Maybe you're traveling more and the thought of leaving a big house empty for weeks makes you uneasy. Or maybe you're craving walkability and being able to step outside and grab a coffee, shop at local markets, or catch a show without worrying about parking. If your daily routine has shifted, your home should reflect and support those changes. Holding onto a property that no longer aligns with your life can quietly hold you back from enjoying the lifestyle you actually want. Let's talk numbers. Bigger homes mean bigger bills. We know this. If you have a mortgage, your insurance, your utilities, maybe your property taxes, probably not. And by the way, you can take your property tax, your low property tax with you. I've got another video on that. We'll tag it here somewhere. If you're in San Francisco, those numbers can climb into the thousands every month. If the value you get from the space doesn't match what you're paying, downsizing instantly puts the money back in your pocket. I've seen clients cut their monthly expenses almost in half by moving to a smaller home, and that freed up cash for travel, hobbies, or simply just building a retirement. It's not just about losing space. It's about money, which can be freedom. And finally, our favorite friend, equity. If you've owned your home for a while, especially here in San Francisco, chances are you're sitting on a significant amount of untapped wealth. Downsizing can unlock that equity so you can use it in ways that matter, whether that's investing, helping family, buying a second home, or simply padding your savings. I've had clients who sold their large property, bought something smaller, outright, no mortgage, and they still had hundreds of thousands left over. That's financial breathing room, and it can change your life. Let's not forget, less square footage means less stuff, fewer rooms to furnish, fewer closets to get cluttered, and less mental energy tied up in managing all of that. It's not just about moving into a smaller house. It's about clearing space for your life. So these are the 5 biggest signs it's time to downsize your home. And remember, downsizing isn't about giving stuff up. It's about creating a home that matches who you are today and not who you were when you bought it. If you're in San Francisco and you're wondering whether your time is right now, I'd be happy to help you explore your options without any pressure. I really appreciate you being here. Be sure to subscribe and like this video. If you need a San Francisco agent, reach out to me. And if you need a referral anywhere else in the Bay Area or beyond, all the links are in my description. My name is Clay Gjevre, and I will see you next time.